I apologize for the confusion, but now that everyone has arrived, I will explain the situation. You have to fight for my love and be gay. If anything, you should apologize to the prince, who's at the verge of tears there. I'm not crying! Yet. What did I say? This is... a brothel. Oh, okay. Thank goodness this is the... Fuck off! I'm going to marry into the kingdom. I'll better check the quality of the ladies it offers. Shut the fuck up! I hate him. Yeah, everyone, it's your boy Connor. And today we are playing Brassica by Boys Love. I know nothing about the game besides that it's about, like, queer princes? And queer princesses? I think. So let's jump right in. Long, long ago in a faraway land, a king and a queen set in motion a plan. Their daughter, the princess, was ready to wed, but the world on its own filled the princess with dread. Her parents, however, they simply went on to make sure that their child would not stay on her own. They sent all the kingdoms around them the news that they searched for a prince they could thrill and enthuse. This prince should be sent for the princess to test, and assure he was truly the best of the best. Just how she would do this was left to her will, and the result of her choice is notorious still. Okay, very fancy beginning. Cute. Our story begins in the palace gardens of the kingdom of Radix. Prince Saffron, the hero of the story, just arrived there to fulfill his mission. A mission to court Princess Serafina of Radix. Soon after setting foot on the castle grounds, he was greeted by a young woman dressed in all red. Welcome, Prince Saffron. I've been waiting for you. Sappho, very strange name, the princess said with a polite smile. I hope not too long. Are you by chance Serafina, my lady? The princess' smile briefly wavered at his words. I am, but please, call me Sappho. Of course, whatever you wish. But why would you change your name? I'm sorry, I didn't know. Of course, whatever you wish. Of course, whatever you wish, my lady. Just Sappho is fine, really. No need for formalities. Alright. Now that the greeting was over, the princess gestured for Prince Saffron to follow her. Well, shall we proceed then? The others are already waiting in the rosarium. I have no idea what a rosarium is. The others? Prince Saffron wasn't sure if he misheard. Yes, Prince Ode of Bara and Prince Hans of Autumn. I have no idea in which language I'm supposed to pronounce that. I hear for negotiations as well. I don't understand. Why are princes of other kingdoms here? Princess Sappho briefly wrinkled her brow before explaining. You see, your kingdom wasn't the only one to send for the prince. But just between us, you're my favorite. And Prince Saffron and Princess Sappho has a nice ring to it, hasn't it? And well, the others can be a bit, well, let's see. As if on cue, the two royals could hear somewhat muffled but agitated shouting just ahead. That's it! I won't listen to any more of your slander! Saffron flinched, worried just how the other princes would turn out to be. Slander! I must say I'm hurt. I was only sharing stories of my encounters with the lesser dignified royals in this world. To amuse you, even. You insulted my brothers. Brothers? You are the fledgling Prince of Bara. I'm sorry, I mistook you for one of the princess's retainers. But I suppose there is a faint resemblance. Though I must say, even your brothers were a lot more refined in manners and appearance. Excuse me? So what's the story? Why are you here, my dear prince? Isn't it obvious? You're to marry the most beautiful woman to ever set foot on this earth. Princess Sappho of Radix. You must be joking. I assure you, I'm not. I've been in love with her ever since I saw her at my cousin's ball last winter. Oh no, don't fall in love with her. When my parents told me I've been chosen to marry her, I was overjoyed. But I didn't come here to be mocked by some gauche court jester. What did you just say? If anyone is gauche here, it surely is you. Calling me, the Crown Prince of Autumn, a jester. Wait, Crown Prince? The audacity! Ahem. Hi. Oh. Welcome back, my dear princess. Prince Han said sweetly, completely changing his demeanor in the matter of seconds. I was just exchanging pleasantries with Prince Ode here. Yes, I was fortunate enough to witness your exchange. Oh. I apologize for the confusion, but now that everyone has arrived, I will explain the situation. You have to fight for my love and be gay. Everyone? Indeed. This is Prince Saffron of the Other Kingdom. The Other Kingdom. And nice to meet you. So you two are my rivals? Eep. Just eep. Eep. What's wrong? Why are you hiding behind Princess Sappho? You two look scary. Please don't hurt me. Why would we? I'm not going to risk a war over anything trivial. Then why are you acting so hostile towards me? I'm certain you can take it, big boy. Please, just stop fighting for a minute. You're scaring Prince Saffron. As some of you already know, or as you might be able to guess now, the three of you are here for the same reason. My parents, the King and Queen of Radix, have announced their search for a prince to marry me. And as a result, all three of you were sent here for marriage negotiations. What? This is outrageous! I wasn't told the negotiations involved 2 other kingdoms. Yes, this seems rather unusual. Not that I have ever been part of such negotiations, my princess. I apologize if this puts any of you on the spot, but it was my proposal to meet all of you today. I agreed that it was absolutely unreasonable of my parents to accept all 3 proposals, but I thought that it would be unfair to the 3 of you to be here on your own. To be tested, unaware that you are not the only candidate. Oh, alright. That is actually really considerate. But how are the negotiations going to proceed? We'll somehow have to set ourselves apart from the other 2, don't we? You're absolutely right, Prince Hans. I will send you 3 on a quest. And the first to return triumphant will be the one I accept to marry. A quest? Such a wonderful idea, Princess Sappho. What kind of quest exactly is it going to be? I am not a very good fighter. Not to worry, Prince Saffron. You 3 are princes. Strength alone certainly isn't the deciding factor for marriage. Oh, too bad. I'm sure it would have been fun to get a little physical. That's gay. Not that there would have been much of a contest, though. Question, is teamwork required? I refuse to spend any more time with the self-absorbed popinjay. What is a popinjay? Why would we work together? There will only be one winner after all. But what kind of winner? What are we supposed to compete at? I ask if you to bring me a flower. Flower? Yes, but not just any flower. The flower you're tasked to bring back here is called the Lover's Bond. Lilium Brassica. Lilium Brassica. Beautiful cousin of theirs, good as extinct delicacy, Brassica oleracea. I see you are well prepared for this task, Prince Saffron. Have you heard of this flower before, Prince Hans? Prince Ode? I've heard stories of the Lover's Bond, but I was sure they were nothing but myths. And what is this, oleracea? I don't know either of them. I like flowers, but I don't know many of the names. Figures. As if you're any better. Very well. Then let me explain. Lilium Brassica is known for 2 things. Its rarity and its reaction to human emotion. Ooh, gay magic emotions. As far as we know,
It only blooms on a single mountain in this kingdom. Furthermore, it only blooms over the span of a single week in spring. Many have tried picking it, but even just the climb to the peak is dangerous and difficult, and the lover's bond has such strong roots that even those who found it couldn't pick it. But despite its seeming sturdiness, it's a very delicate flower. Should its stem be cut, it quickly withers away and dies. Its beauty alone is enough to make it more than desirable, but that is by far not all. When faced with true love, the flower transforms into an object that symbolizes this love. I read about it in one of my mother's botany encyclopedias.
What?
Such flowers exist? Apparently. Do you see now why it's the perfect flower for this quest?
Not only is it difficult to obtain, it also serves as a proof for the validity of the marriage.
Exactly, Prince Anne.
I will bring you this flower, my princess. My love for you burns strong and true.
Why, thank you. I commend your determination. Days to harvest, 5.
Okay.
You have 5 days left until the lover's bond withers. Travel south to the Friendship Forest and beyond the limit. There, behind the backdrop mountains, you will find Mount Brassica. And at its peak, the Lilium Brassica.
We will get horses, right? 5 days doesn't sound like a lot of time for such a journey.
Of course. I will provide you with a horse, basic equipment, and rations of food to ease your travel.
That's a relief.
Can we bring our retainers?
Wait, a horse? Wait, a horse? Is it only one?
Yes. Even if I provide you with equipment, this is still supposed to be a challenge. If everyone gets a horse, the only challenge would be to be faster than your competitors. And if one of you, by chance, got a faster horse than the others, it would be the horse that wins, not the rider.
Oh, I see. So, once again, you only had fairness in mind.
But of course. You are free to stay for the afternoon and enjoy some tea and sweets. But I suggest that you do not delay your departure too much.
Thank you, Princess Sappho. I hear the kingdom's sweets are exquisite. Yes, thank you, Princess Sappho. But I will heed your words and depart immediately. Wait, what? I have no time to drink tea if my future with the princess is on the line. No. If you leave now, we'll all be forced to leave if we want to have a chance. Not my problem. You can stay if you want, but I take this quest seriously.
So do I, but there's no need to jump in head over heels.
You agree with me, Prince Saffron, don't you? Of course he doesn't. Unlike you, he isn't from some clan of warriors who can't appreciate leisure and sweets. Oh, I see. Your Highness hasn't bothered to actually take a look behind the border. If you had been to Barra, you'd know better than to spot such nonsense. The war is long over, and even before then we were much more than just warriors. For a prince of a land so proud of its collection of knowledge, there's a huge gap in yours.
Excuse me?
But please, my princess!
I am aware there are still tensions between your two kingdoms. But I'm not here to play mediator, so I'm afraid you'll have to mend them on your own. Preferably outside the castle grounds.
My apologies, Princess Sappho. I spoke without thinking. What, got nothing to say to me?
But of course, I was about to apologize to you as well, Prince Ode. Very well then. I will leave the decision of when to depart to you. I look forward to see who will emerge victorious.
Of course, my princess. I will return soon. Hey, where are you going? Don't just leave by yourself. I'll just go ahead and follow the others. But I wanted the sweets! I was gonna stay for sweets and tea. Okay. Oh well. Farewell, Princess Sappho.
Not that I have a plan to marry either of them, but this just proved that it would be my ruin. I need to see Sitara right away and distract myself from this misery.
Sitara, is that your girlfriend?
Afternoon.
I can't believe you. We may very well be on a journey for days and you deny this last little luxury. I can't help it. I won't be able to rest until I hold this flower in my hands and marry the princess. Why are you so hung up about this? It's political marriage. This is solely to strengthen the relationship between our kingdoms. No, I'll marry her for love. Ugh. I hope you're not as foolish as this Prince of Bara, Prince Saffron. I think Odd's feelings are valid. Of course not. Please don't fight. Please don't fight. We're not fighting. Yeah, because you wouldn't stand a chance in a serious fight with me. I'm sorry, did I hear this right? You didn't seriously believe that I would lose in a fight against you, do you? Prince Hans stared threateningly at Prince Ode and casually summoned a blue flame in his palm. Seconds later, he looked somewhat pale and nauseated. But nobody paid it much mind, as the three princes walked in uncomfortable silence. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to diminish your abilities. It just gets on my nerves that you're always beating me down. I suppose that's fair. But if anything, you should apologize to the prince who's at the verge of tears there. I'm not crying! Yet. As the princes kept walking, the scenery quickly passed by. And before too long, they were long past the parts of Radix they knew.
Does anyone know in what direction we're supposed to go?
South.
Well, yeah, but we've just been following the path. Are you sure this is the correct one?
I believe there should be a map along with the equipment the princess gave us. Hold the horse, Ode. I want to take a look at the map. I still think it's a waste to use the horse just for carrying the bags. Do you want to carry them yourself? Go ahead. I won't stop you. Well, I'm not saying it isn't comfortable. I just think it would be faster to ride the horse. Unknowingly, Ode had said out loud what the other princes were afraid to bring up. Which one of them was going to use the horse and leave the others behind? Of course, all of them wanted to make use of this obvious advantage. But obtaining it was a whole other issue. Then, what is your proposal? Should we fight for the horse? Should we draw straws? No. Maybe we could take turns. Take turns? How would we even? Have you even thought this through, Prince Ode? Calm down, it was just a suggestion. And what a naive suggestion it was. Would you actually trust us not to ride away for good if our chance came around? Well, no, but... Excuse me, gentlemen, could you please let me take a look at your horse? Huh? Is there a problem, officer? Just a routine inspection. There have been some horse thieves at loose lately. I'm pretty sure you are the horse thief. He's gonna steal our horse! I swear to God! Oh no, how horrible! Well, of course we will let you do your job, but please make haste. We're in a hurry. Spotless back. A hint of white above the hooves. Well defined muscles. Say, is this your horse? Yes. I mean, no. It's complicated, but I assure you this horse was given to us by the Princess of Radix herself. And I am the mayor of Algetem. You see, I don't like being lied to. Especially not by thieves. This horse is prized for being the fastest horse in the whole White Kingdom. It was recently stolen. It's been all over the news. But to think that you would be so asinine as to travel on the main road with it. Hold on, officer. Are you aware who you are talking to? We aren't some petty thieves. We are princes of Otam, Bara, and the other kingdom. The other kingdom. Why, of course you are. It's perfectly normal for princes of kingdoms with such tense relations to travel together. In yet another kingdom, no less, with not a single guard or retainer. I may just be humble policeman, but I won't let you make a fool of me. At this point, I don't even know what accent I'm doing. This is just An accent. I don't know what this is.
I can't believe this. Do you not see my crown? Whatever proof do you need?
It's true, we're a princess. The princess sent us on a mission to bring her the lover's bond. The only bond you will find if you don't hand over the horse is that of my handcuffs.
That won't be necessary, dear officer. You see, all three of us possess a not insignificant amount of wealth.
I'm sure we'll come to an agreement.
Say, how about 1,000 gold coins, and we'll all forget this incident ever happened.
What a generous offer, my prince, but I'm afraid I cannot let you keep the horse. So I'll let you go, since I'm in a good mood today, so grateful I won't let you rot in prison.
Did I say 1,000? I mean, 1,000 from each of us, of course.
Don't try to buy yourself out of trouble, pretty boy. I'll take your 12 coins, because my grandson was just born and my family needs the money. But my pride as a policeman won't allow for any more. And I'll take your bags and scram. I have to return this horse to its righteous owner. Yeah. What now?
Were we just robbed by a police officer?
How else would you explain this? The princess wouldn't have given us a stolen horse. Policemen's pride my ass, that man must have been corrupted to the core.
Such language. I see you're not even trying to behave like a prince anymore, Prince Ode. But whatever the case may be, our horse is gone, and we have to find shelter for the night. So much for not having to carry the bags ourselves. I can't carry anything heavy. How would we divide the weight evenly? What is the strongest? He should carry the big one.
Do it evenly.
How about we divide the weight evenly? It's only fair if we all carry the same amount. Have you heard of equity, Prince Saffron? I say it's only fair if we carry the right amount relative to our physique. You can carry the big bag, Prince Ode.
I was going to anyway, but I don't like your tone, Prince Hans. After picking up the bags, the princess walked until the sun began to set. Under weary complaints, they eventually reached the border of Friendship Forest. They briefly rested and wondered if they should enter the forest right away or wait until morning. But neither of them was too keen to sleep out in the open. So, in search of an inn, the three princes resumed their journey into the forest. It's not a good idea to go into the forest at night, like in the evening, but good luck, boys. They walked, and before too long, the sun had begun to set, with still no inn in sight.
Are you sure there's going to be an inn here?
We didn't see one on the way to the forest, so I'm sure there's going to be one up ahead. This is a prosperous kingdom with many travelers passing through. There simply must be an inn. Well, if we don't find one, we can just set up camp between the trees.
I'd honestly rather find a place with a proper bedding.
Just as Prince Hans said this, the silhouette of a wooden hut appeared at the horizon. Digging through the birches and beeches, they made out a sign of a hut, revealing its purpose.
What did I say? This is... a brothel.
Oh, okay.
Thank goodness this is the... Fuck off! Thank goodness this is even better than an inn. Lady Luck is on our side, my princess.
No, I'm not going to set foot in a brothel. My heart belongs to the princess and the princess alone.
No one is telling you to sleep with one of the girls. Just pay the price, and I'm sure they'll gladly lend you a room.
But how am I supposed to sleep in a bed that's regularly used for that?
If you're scared of diseases, rest assured, I heard the brothels of this kingdom are splendid. I'm sure the sheets are freshly washed and the mattress will be nice and springy.
I don't know.
But never mind you, this is a perfect opportunity. If I'm going to marry into the kingdom, I'll better check the quality of the ladies it offers.
Shut the fuck up! I hate him.
Come, Prince Saffron. Let Ode sleep in the forest if he must, but we're going to have some fun here.
But aren't we supposed to be loyal to the princess? My parents told me to stay away from such establishments. Sure, I'd love to have some fun with you. No. I'm gonna say my parents said no. I'm sorry, my parents said to stay away from such establishments. What an irresponsible thing to say, especially for royals. Brothels are a vital part of our economy. We should support them where we can. I don't know about that, Prince Hans. This sounds like a whole lot like you just want to enjoy yourself. The two aren't mutually exclusive, dear Ode. Speaking of, let's go inside. I can hardly contain my excitement. Wait. Yeah, how is he dragging both of us in there?
Oh my, what do we have here? Welcome to my establishment. Are you here to enjoy yourselves? It's already late, so why don't you stay the night?
Yes, thank you, ma'am. 1 room each, please. And bring your best girls. Money isn't an issue.
Now that's what I like to hear. Are your friends first-timers? They look a little overwhelmed.
I'm sure they'll warm up in no time with the right treatment. Can we please fuck off? Can we go away? Can we...
Or take the payment up front. You'll be shown the way once the formalities are settled.
I hope they're just scamming us. Of course, gather around you two. I'm not going to pay for everyone. The money the princess had with them was more than enough to pay the brothel's rates. Even Ode seemed to have been convinced by the prospect of a proper bed and paid his share.
Thanks very much, boys. Clarice, dear, would you show these three the way to their rooms?
The princes were told to leave their belongings in a storage room downstairs. They quickly left them behind and moved on. They're totally gonna steal our stuff. Some more reluctant than others, the princess followed the glammed-up girl upstairs. Three were led into different rooms where they were supposed to wait. Prince O tried to argue that he only wanted to sleep and didn't need anything but the room. But Saffron couldn't hear the end of the argument once the door closed behind him. He obediently sat down and waited several minutes for the door to finally open again. From the rooms next to his, he could hear loud noises and labored shouts. Ah! With every passing minute, he wondered if he was truly up for what was about to transpire in here. Unsure what to make of the situation, he wondered what kind of girl would be sent to him. And his question was quickly answered. Finally, the door opened again, and the woman who entered left Saffron staring, with his mouth wide agape. Mainly because she was pointing a dagger at him. I knew it! They're just stealing our stuff!
Hello, my prince. I'm sure you can tell from your companion's screams. But unfortunately, you won't have a lot of fun tonight.
She slithered closer until she was right next to him. Saffron could feel her put the dagger to his throat, and she sensually touched his face.
Unless you're into this kind of thing.
Saffron swallowed nervously.
I don't intend to hurt you. Just hand over anything of value, and we will let you go.
With no intention to put up a fight, Saffron emptied his pockets. Just as the hostess let go of him again, the door sprang open and someone stormed inside. Prince Saffron! Thank goodness you're unharmed. But Prince Ode was not alone. Judging from the footsteps, several more bandits came running down the hallway. Saffron's savior grabbed his arm and dragged him outside. They ran downstairs only to find that even more bandits were already waiting for them there, along with the third prince, who was already desperately trying to put up a fight, with mediocre success. The three of them huddled together, trying to fend off the bandits. But unfortunately, only two of the princes were armed. And in all honesty, they may as well have been unarmed too. Ode, what are you doing? Draw your sword already! I'm trying to. But never mind me. What are you going to do with this butter knife? My dagger is a lot more effective than a sword. It's still in its sheath, but thank you very much. Hans said dismissively before his dagger was sent flying by the hit of an enemy's sword. I see, I'm sorry I ever doubted you. Just hurry and draw your sword. Finally, beating his nervousness, Prince Ode managed to get his sword out of his sheath. Heavy-handedly, he tried to parry whatever hits were sent his way, while Saffron hid behind him. In an attempt to rearm himself, Prince Hans dropped to the floor. He crawled towards his dagger while more and more bandits came storming into the room. The princes soon realized that their chances of victory were very slim. Quickly, their plan to reclaim their belongings slipped out of their hands. And so his dagger was all Hans could grab before the three of them were overpowered.
How very unsightly. After hearing that the three princes might enter his establishment, we at least thought you'd struggle. But not that I mind, we're only after the money. Now go. Killing royals is anything but lucrative. We don't want any accidents to happen, do we?
The princes didn't even reply. As soon as the bandits moved out of the way, they ran for their lives. Well, that was something. They only stopped once the counterfeit brothel was long out of sight. This was the worst brothel I have ever been to. I told you this was a bad idea.
Oh, so did you realize that this was a literal tourist trap?
No, but I was right that we should have set up camp in the forest.
Whatever you say, it's not like we have another choice now anyway. At least it's not raining.
Cue rain. The words had barely left the prince's mouth when droplets of water started pouring down. Of course.
I apologize. I practically invited it.
And what are we going to do now that we lost all of our equipment? I think for now we should seek shelter. Maybe there's a tree around here that can protect us from the rain. And so the princes searched for such a tree, but to no avail. Before too long they were drenched to the bone. The only shelter they could find was a hollow trunk that was covered in moss. But worst of all, the trunk was too small to fit all three of them.
Now what?
I suppose we'll have to take turns.
I call dibs on the first turn.
What? No, that's not how this works. Besides, I will not share my rest with you.
Who said that I would let you sleep with me?
Fine by me.
Achoo!
Anyway, we should probably let Prince Saffron get in there first. Yes, pity me.
He's so frail, he might very well die if we let him stay in the rain for too long.
Agreed. Maybe we should let him stay the whole night too.
Great, and we won't even have to share the trunk with each other, Prince Ode.
For a moment, the princes quietly looked at each other.
I call dibs on the first turn.
Hold on, why don't we let Prince Saffron decide? It's only fair, right?
Wait, I don't think... Oh, what a surprisingly good idea, considering it's coming from you, Prince Ode. I'm sure Prince Saffron will make the right choice. Wait.
So, who will you choose, Prince Saffron? Who will you first share the tree with? Well, obviously Prince Ode, because Hans is kind of a dick.
Prince Ode?
Yes.
What? Oh, come on.
Just wake up early enough so I can get my turn as well. And so the princes settled down for the night. Bruised and battered, soaked by the rain and mentally strained from the ambush. The inside of the hollow trunk was far from comfortable, but at least it was only moist. I forgot to do the voice. Cold air still seethed inside, and before too long, Prince Saffron snuggled up to Prince Ode. Ooh. He never expected to find himself in a situation as dire as the one he was in. But they were alive and well, and with this glimpse of hope in mind, he drifted off to sleep. Just outside the forest, a carriage was quietly waiting, dimly lit and guarded by 2 soldiers.
Who's there? Sitara? Sitara, is that you?
Yes, my princess. I've returned with good news.
The bandits fulfilled their part of the agreement, and the princes are sleeping in the forest.
I knew it! It's all part of the plan. Make the princess suffer. Also, I hope this is your girlfriend, Sappho.
And their belongings? I have arranged that they are returned to the castle at the break of dawn. Good. And the princes are unharmed, yes?
Of course.
The bandits made sure they only scare them. No one is injured from what I could tell. Perfect! Then let's move on to phase 3. Very well. I will make sure all the animals have been chased away by the time the princes awake. Thank you. I don't know what I would do without you, Sitara. I am merely an instrument, my princess. No, you're much more than that. I love you, Sitara. I love you too, my princess.
Yeah. And this concludes the first act of our story. So, who do you think should marry the princess? Ode? Hans? Or maybe our hero Saffron? Or maybe Sitara? Maybe Sitara would be the correct choice. I'm just guessing. Wait, what?
But she just said she loves someone else. I thought this was one of those stories. She just said she loves someone else.
Politics are much more complicated than that, I'm afraid. And don't you love a little drama in your stories? What, you really don't want either of them to marry the princess? What kind of fairy tale would that be? Even worse, this is a merry tale. We can't just end it without any romance at all. What to do? Make it gay, maybe? I don't know. You know what? How about we work together? This was my story so far, but there's no point if you don't like it. I'll keep asking you how you want the story to play out, but you'll have to take this seriously. You know, I worked hard on writing the story, so even if we change it, I want it to be good. We might run into trouble, though. All the sets and characters are already prepared. And well, I'm not really used to improvising. But we'll figure something out. Let's turn this into a merry tale we want it to be. But before we continue, why don't we record our progress so far? Then we can start right back where you left off. Then we're ready to continue.
Save progress.
So that was Act 1. I loved it. It was super cute. I'm still on the fence about Hans. Let's see if I'll come around to him. Maybe he's actually a nice guy. I don't know. But everyone else is really cute. I love the princess is just scheming all this to I don't actually know what's going to happen. I mean the princes are gonna fall in love, obviously, but the princess just wants them to fail and go away so she can be with her girl. If you enjoyed this video, of course, subscribe, like, comment, tell me if you want to see a part 2. Because otherwise I'm just gonna play part 2 on my own. So if you want to see it, you gotta tell me. Anyways, this was me. See you next time. Love you. Bye.